What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to do a really janky review of this Daily Bugle here. Obviously it won't fit in my box down there, so we're going to have to do it on my stand here. Yes, there is Sonic. Yes, there is Rubbish. The Rubbish is Keane's, everything else is mine. Also hints for next couple of videos. But yeah, if we're just I'm gonna try and review it as best as possible, and I'm gonna go layer by layer. So on the bottom layer, we do have the Daily Bugle sign, which is stickered. Got the horn there, some little tiles which are uneven because I can't put them on straight. The newsstand with some news in the background, which is Fisk, New York City, I love New York, no crime thanks to Spider-Man. It is the newsstand. Looks very cool. You can take the roof off the newsstand and reveal the inside to fit one minifigure. Newsstand is quite cool. How it hints to Fisk as well. We have Sandman's little thing where he's tunneling out the ground with a little fire hydrant there. Turning the building onto this side, we have a rat with a New York City thing, a little power supply. Also pin connections to attach it onto another building, so we might get more bigger Marvel sets like this, like maybe Stark Tower, Avengers Tower, the Fantastic Four building. All would be really cool sets. We have a bird, a little door that opens up, and it does have a little graffiti on there saying Eddie was here as in Eddie Brock. We also have a Green Goblin thing. We have this Spider-Man thing, which does open up to reveal a little backpack for Spider-Man. So he throws his backpack up there, webs it in place so no one can steal it. Some bins, and it does have some rubbish in there, which you can sort of open up and see. If I just open up the bin here, it's got a couple of stuff in there, like some hot dogs and some other things. We have a vent at the back there. Stops going out of focus. Some crates, a barrel, and that is it for the ground floor. I don't know how to get into the ground floor if I'm going to be entirely honest. You can also position this at this side if you'd prefer it to be, but I just like it here because it's more complete. You can open up the side by pulling it off here, and then we get a look on the inside there. There's a desk, there's a TV, which goes on about Morbius up there. Panic as garlic supply has hit all-time low. We have some lights there for the exit, a little soda dispenser or a vending machine. A desk over there, which takes to the elevator, which goes up the building. Some more desks, some newsstands there. The entrance, nice green carpet, some other news reports up on the wall there, which if we zoom in, you can see Spider-Man's a menace, Lego Man walks on the moon, and new building for New York City #1 newspaper. There is some news on this thing here. We have no crime in New York City, and I do believe it is the same one, but we can't get in there. I don't know how to get in. It was a while ago I built this, so I don't know if there is another way to get into the building at the ground floor. However, I do know all the other floors can be opened up. So moving on to the outside of the second floor, which is here, and it has Geogebra Jameson with Scarlet Spider, Dr. Kirk Connors, which is the Lizard, and Miles Warren. Is Spider-Man to blame? Clone epidemic out of control. Breaking news: villains promise to stop being bad guys. Can they be trusted? Earlier today. And then we have Norman Osborn for mayor. That is all the second floor has to offer. Turning onto the side, same thing. Not much else to offer. Same at the back, not much else except the elevator, which goes up here. And then it does have our first lot of sort of stair things, which can be used to climb up. So taking this off with one hand is a bit sketchy, but it can be done. As we take this off here, we do get a better look at the inside. It's got some more newspapers on the wall, which do state Times Scare, which is Green Goblin, Spider-Man no more, Spider-Man suit found in the bin, Doc Ock still at large. So I do believe this is based on the comic books and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, just on the stuff that we do get. And then we do have another thing in there. Murdoch win big lawsuit, which is Matt Murdock. And we have Who is Spider-Man? We have some cups of coffee, some keyboards there, some computers, which are all the same sticker, Daily Bugle News. We have Electro there, City Power Blackout, we need Electro. Then we have a woman reporter and a male reporter, some water at the back, some donuts, another newspaper down there, which does say something else, but I can't get a look at it. It says no crime thanks to Spider-Man. So it does look like the bad guys are trying to be good here. Stuff at the back there as well. There is nowhere actually out onto here except of windows. But yeah, it looks like the bad guys are trying to be good to get the trust of the people. But just attaching this full front back on, and it is connected by 2 studs, and that is it. It just sort of slots into place quite nicely. If done correctly, it just slots into place. I don't want to push it too hard because it'll knock off the back. Moving on to the 3rd floor, which does have, well, the 2nd floor because we have ground 1st and 2nd. This is Green Goblin bursting out of Peter Parker's office there. It does look very cool. We do have a balcony on the back of this floor, which is quite weird. It is like our first balcony bit. Turning it all the way around to this side as well. Looks pretty fancy. We do have the spider in there, but let's take off Green Goblin's glider with a couple of glass things coming out. I did attach a couple of these to the glass to make it look like some of the people were falling off the cliff. You know, just like attach them on top of the glass there and then stick a figure on it so it looks like they're falling out. If you do want to see that picture, go check out my Lego Instagram account, which is Lego Type Rye. I don't know how far down it'll be, but this is one of the heavier ones. It's got some explosions, some yellow fire pieces, a big fire piece there, and that is all. I think I broke it. Not that it's already broken. Moving on to here, we have a printer, some boxes, a filing cabinet, which does block the doorway to Spider-Man's office, which I'm confused about. A little picture there. Another news sort of picture back there for the Conspirator, which is a new news thing. Spider-Web there, a spider that bit Peter Parker. Peter Parker's office with some notes up there, a fern, and the old Spider-Man design. And that is it for his room. It's quite a basic room. Not too much else to talk about here. Hopefully it's not too badly busted up. Otherwise we'll have to pause it, and I am going to have to pause it. So we'll be back to take a look at the top floor. I am back and I did fix it. I have been knelt down for the rest of this video, but I'm going to have to stand now. Moving on to the top of the building, which is of these sort of flagpoles. Twisting it around, we do have the spider buggy as well, which is quite cool. The 4 wheels all rotate, just a nice little drive there. Has 2 handlebars to sort of hold the person down, but it's supposed to be 1. Enough to fit 1 minifigure, and a sticker at the front. Very cool, and it does stick on to like a vent thing here, but it does stick on at an angle. It doesn't fit on straight. It does go straight if you want it to. There's also stickers on the side there. Moving on to the back, we do have Just the Facts with Geogebra Jameson, which is 1 whole sticker, but it's made to look like multiple stickers. Then we have Craven the Hunter's sort of neck piece to go with the little bird's nest on the little fence there. We do have a little geode there in Jameson's office. Sorry about the squeaking, but it does squeak when you turn it. And there is more of them red things on the outside. Opening up. No! I will be back. Just gotta create some minor adjustments. Alright, I fixed this. I'm back, and here we are at Jameson's office. It says reward for Spider-Man, or pictures of Spider-Man. That's where Eddie Brock comes in. We have a computer and a little translucent computer monitor there, which does display a little image there which says "You're fired" on the Daily Bugle. We have a geode and some awards. We have the same live thing happening down here. And then it says missing calls Eddie Brock. Desk, a nice chair. The TV, which is playing the same thing as downstairs. I did fix this thing, so don't worry. But we do have the Daily Bugle sign, which is very cool, and it is the top. I did attach this on here onto the E, because that's where I think Spider-Man would swing in from. We do also have a water tower up here. Just turning the Daily Bugle round again. We have a nice water tower and a cell tower. Just taking a look there with Fire Girl's sort of statuette thing up here, which can be positioned and moved around because it is on a ball joint. So you can have it flying how you want, like up from the satellite. Or you can have it like the satellite's firing stuff into the sky. You can have it like she's coming in to save the day. Nice little sort of satellite builds as well, going all the way up. I was missing bag 15. Like all of them. There was like 2 bag 15s and I was missing them both, so I had to wait. So I did get this for my birthday, but I've had to wait so long for bag 15 to get this review out, so I do apologise for the lateness. And I hope you can all forgive me. I have got no idea where this goes. But yeah, it is all built, so let's move on to the figures because that is the final part. I do hope you all enjoyed this build. I did try my best to sort of review it all the best I could. I really love the set. It's a really amazing set. So yeah, there you go. Very good set. Very like it. Very good. Moving on to the figures. Take a look at the first figure here, which is Fire Girl. She is the one who comes right at the top of the build. One of the last figures you actually make. Other than Green Goblin and Spider-Man. I am just searching through the top to get the rest of the figures out, by the way. But she has an amazing torso print, amazing hair, which is like that red hair there. Hair there, rhyme, lol. Really cool figure, I do like it. She is exclusive to this set. She was from the Spider-Man comics. She hasn't been in any other set. I do believe she has been in a few sort of old cartoons or films, but she is exclusive to this set as of right now. Looks very cool. She also has a nice back torso printing and a nice back head printing where she does look quite angry there. Very cool figure. I do like her. A lot of details gone into this figure. I wish she had printed legs, but we don't get that often with Marvel. However, it is an expensive set, so I thought they might have made the adjustment, but unfortunately they have not. There is 25 figures in this set, so there is a lot to get through. Moving on to the next one, which is Sandman. He is the most common figure in this set. It's a very common Sandman to have gotten. It's not a rare Sandman or anything. It uses the generic Sandman hair, head, torso, and legs. The hair and legs are commonly used for, the head, is used for Stormtroopers. The legs are used for, all Sandmen, ever. So, there you go. I think I have everyone here. I might be missing a few. And if I am, oh poo. Right, I think I have everyone now. If I am missing someone, I do apologise. But in the comments, please do correct me. This is a cool Sandman figure because I do like this new mold for the bottom piece. I know it's been used before, but it's still a cool mold to have. Very good figure. Next one we are moving on to is Peter Parker. This is Peter Parker. He is the non-Spider-Man variant. He does come with a little purple pen there. He does have a satchel as well to keep his Spider-Man suit in. Very cool figure. He is using the Spider-Man headpiece that was used for Tom Holland. He's also been used for Ant-Man and stuff like that. We have also got Jack's torso piece from Hidden Side and some blue legs. Looks very cool with Peter Parker. I do see this as Peter Parker. Very cool figure. I do like it. Moving on to Gwen Stacy here, which is quite a poo-poo representation of her, but she does have this nice Hidden Side torso, some light blue legs. Very nice facial expression where she does look quite confident with this yellow hair. Then we have an angry version. This does look very similar to some of my Loud House customs, not gonna lie. But still a cool figure nonetheless. It's nice to have gotten Gwen Stacy in Lego form, even if it is not correct. However, it is comic accurate and it's a very expensive set, so I do forgive them. Moving on to a news reporter here. She is the one that stands in the news reporter. I didn't think this was supposed to be MJ. She's got a nice satchel here. It's not supposed to be MJ, by the way. She has two zipper pockets on the front. She uses MJ's head from the Marvel series. A nice red hat and brown hair combo. Some nice blue legs, which is also used in Spider-Man. But very cool figure. I do like this one. Not a figure we needed, but a figure we love to see. Some nice generic civilian figures. We do have Peter Parker's teacher, or I think it looks like his teacher. I don't think he's supposed to be his teacher, but he's got a nice sort of suit there with some brown trousers. Nice mustache and beard. It looks like his teacher's from Far From Home. Then we got him angry there. Got some nice golden glasses and some nice flat hair, which I would use for a custom Peter Parker. Peter 2, I do believe. But moving on to the next one, which is another news reporter. I do believe this one is from the Sam Raimi films. I don't remember his name. I do believe he did work for the Daily Bugle. And he's a very cool character. He is also exclusive to the set, like all the others of them are. Very cool. Very nice. I do like his jumper design and his sort of teal-green trousers. He does have an alternate facial expression where he does look quite angry there as well. Who doesn't love getting a lot of news reporters in this sort of set? It's just cool. It's the Daily Bugle. We should be getting news reporters. And it's a very expensive set, so we should be getting lots of figures. Even if some of them are just news reporters. They're still cool to get. we're moving on to this character. Sorry, I don't remember them. I don't have the box with me, so I can't read them off the box. However, it does state them all on top of the box. He does look quite confident in his skills. He has some sort of cargo shorts on there, a nice t-shirt with a belly printing on it. He does also have an angry expression. I don't know why he'd be angry. Probably Green Goblin bursting through, breaking everything. He spent ages writing it and it got deleted. So, of course, he would be angry. But he is using the very old Lego minifigure male hairpiece. Very cool figure. Do like it. Ouch. That hit my knee and then bounced off. Moving on to Birdie the Cab Driver. I remember this one because my granddad made a joke about him. But he is using a headpiece from Jurassic Park. He's using a torso piece from Harry Potter. A flat cap in black and some sort of beige shorts or some nougat shorts. Looks pretty cool. Cool taxi driver. That's what we forgot to look at, so we will go back and take a look at the taxi because I did forget to show you that. But yeah, I'm going to leave him sort of out so I remember to go see the taxi. Moving on to second to last civilian figure is Geogebra Jameson. He has a nice torso print. It is very basic, but it does do the job. He looks quite angry there and quite stern. He does also have his webbed mouth variant on the back there, even some slight back torso printing, which is still cool. We also have a purple pen for him too, and some grey hair for him as well. Amazing figure. My first Geogebra Jameson. Looks very cool. Glad to got it. This is a really cool set, and I'm glad to have got it. I watched Spider-Man Far From Home literally the same month as my birthday, so it's a very Spider-Man themed month here. Here is Venom. Same Venom as always. Has the same torso print, back torso print, and head print. However, he does have some little tentacles there coming out of his back and out of his hands to make him seem more dangerous and gooey. A very cool figure. I know it's the same back torso print, so I'm not going to show you in this set. We've seen it all the time. It's a very common back torso print for Venom. It's literally just a spider in white. Then we have Carnage as well, who's sort of opposite to Venom, where Venom had the bigger tentacles at the bottom, Carnage has the bigger ones on top. And then he has some decently sized hands there as well. He's got some very sharp edges. He has some nice back head printing, which Venom doesn't have. He has some leg printing, which Venom doesn't have. So he's just a more detailed figure than Venom. I would have liked to get some arm printing, but that is fine. They have also updated the little hand grips, so you can sort of turn them in the figure's hands now, so they're not just stuck pointing forward. It's a little slight change that I'm not sure many people have noticed. Nice head print, very good figure. I do like Carnage and Venom. They are very cool figures. Very detailed, and I just like collecting them. There is a lot of them, and I do have a lot of them. Moving on to Spider-Man here, who has some nice dual molded legs, some arm printing, some head printing, torso printing, back head printing. It's the basic Spider-Man, but it is a Spider-Man set. We love to get Spider-Man here. Spider-Man is one of the best Marvel superheroes. He's very relatable, very common, very cool, and he even has his own Lego line now, which is Lego Spider-Man, because it is sort of separate from Marvel. It doesn't go into the same sort of headline there. Very cool figure. I do like it. It's the Spider-Man though. We do also you can't have Spider-Man without Aunt May. This is the old Aunt May as well, who does have a stack of cookies, which is very cool. Nice torso print, some dark blue legs, sorry. And a happy face print and a back torso printing. That's a lot of words to get out. Very cool figure. It is similar to the one we have before, but not identical. Very nice. We also have Spider-Gwen here using the newer hood piece. Black legs, nice torso print, nice back torso print, but it is the first time we are getting this hood piece in a white. It originally came with Miles Morales, and then we're getting it in white here for Gwen Stacy. Looks very cool. She has one facial expression with eyes like this. It would have been nice to get the back head printing with some like odd eyes there, but still cool figure. I do like it. I do like how the hood has been upgraded. We do also have the Miles Morales from the mech set here, with the hood again, but in red. Nice Miles Morales back torso printing on his like hoodie there. Some Miles Morales suit under the jacket there. Some grey legs with dual molded black shoes. Very cool. Just a really cool Spider-Man. We did get this in the mech set earlier on this year, but it's still a nice one to have in here because now I have two Miles Morales. Says yes. Moving on to Mysterio, which we also got earlier on in the year, which I did not get this set. But I got this one, which I'm glad to have gotten, this Mysterio. He does have a grey head, but he has a sort of clear blue crystal ball. He does have a pink sort of cape here, which is the default level one, which isn't being used as much anymore. He has some nice back torso printing with like the sort of stripes or the lines going across, and he does have them eyes in his sort of buckles to hold his cape on. Very cool figure, very comic accurate. Moving on to Green Goblin, who was also in a set earlier this year, but I did not get that one either. He's very cool. He has some nice leg printing, torso printing, no arm printing, but none needed for Green Goblin. He does also have some nice head printing and a dual molded hat. As you can see there, dual molded hat, and a nice angry expression on the back for when he's just bursting out of the Daily Bugle. He has some nice back torso printing as well, which can be seen there with the satchel. And there you go, very cool Green Goblin, very key part to the Spider-Man sets. Moving on to our next figure, which is Dr. Octopus, and if I just zoom out, you can see how big his arms are. His arms are very cool. He also came in a set earlier on this year, but with like these arms are a lot better than that one. These arms do have a lot of pieces. They are using studs with holes through them and the little superhero jumper pieces. He does have a quite stern expression with some Peter Venkman hairpiece. A nice torso print there, and nice legs as well. He does also have an angry expression. Not angry, a happy expression where he looks confident in his arms and he's about to kill Spider-Man. Very cool. I do like Dr. Ock's thing here. This is my newer Doc Ock. I do have another Doc Ock, but this one is a lot better. Its arms are just such more personable and unique than any other thing we've had before. So yeah, very cool figure. I do like it. Moving on to the figure Kian tries to steal from me. Daredevil. Kian has tried to steal this figure multiple times, but I always find out. It's like I have a spider sense for when he's about to take it. He has a nice head print, nice torso print, nice back torso print there. Some red sticks as well. No leg printing, but it's Daredevil. He was in the new Spider-Man film. Looks pretty cool. Daredevil is very comic accurate. And breathe. Very cool. I did make a custom of him earlier on in the year when he was in Fortnite. And then I dismantled it as soon as I found out this set was coming out because I knew I was going to get it. Looks pretty cool. Very awesome figure. I do like how the printing on the red, it isn't usually as good of a quality, but it is this time round, which I'm very thankful for. But that's it for Daredevil. Moving on to the next figure, which is Black Cat. We have never had a Black Cat Lego figure before, but we are getting one now with some nice dual molded boots, which are used twice in this set for the next figure you'll see. Some nice torso printing, some nice head printing, some white hair, which is just brushed over one shoulder. She does come with a whip and a crystal. She is like Marvel's version of Catwoman. She also has some angry back facial expression and some back torso printing. I would have preferred her to have that fur hood that was used on the set and for Kraven. However, obviously, it would have got in the way of her hair, so she wouldn't have been able to have her hair down. So that is why they couldn't do it. I do wish Kraven was in this set because I do not have a Lego Kraven, but what can you do? Moving on to the Punisher, who uses the same legs, and he does have a nice gun build there, which is Alien Force Blaster with binoculars and a little clip there. He has some nice dual molded shoes, some torso printing there with a skull and some like pockets for bullets, a nice scar on his head and on his chin in plaster. He also has a sort of confident expression where the scars and plaster have gone, and he also has some back torso printing to continue on with the belts. I definitely prefer this expression because it's a lot more like Punisher and a lot like better. Can be used for a die-hard custom as well, I guess. But moving on to the last figure of this set, which is Blade. I started and I finished, and them two figures I started with and finished with are the two that I did not get till late, as I was missing a bag. This is Blade here, very cool. Only one-sided facial expression, some nice torso print there, some nice leg print. Nope, no leg printing, no arm printing, but nice torso printing. Has two swords on his back. Obviously, because he's the Daywalker. It would be really nice if he got a hairpiece. The hairpiece I would have used would have been the one that came in the Lego Disney minifigure series, which is for Black Panther or Star-Lord Black Panther. And that is it. A really cool Blade figure. And the last thing we need to go look at is the taxi. So if I do bring that over, thank you for your patience. This has been a very long video, and I have made a lot of mistakes, so I do thank you for staying all the way to the end. But yes, here is the taxi here. It is a very cool taxi. It has a sticker on top, some of the lights on the side, some stickers on the side with a little person waving, some nice indicators on the back, AFA0015, license plate, a little silver stud there, some lights as well, a bumper. You can take off the roof and fit 2 minifigures on the inside and a push. A nice windshield over here, a little windscreen wiper on this side as well. Enough room to store some stuff on the side. A big bonnet. The AFA0015 is back, but at the left side this time instead of the centre. Some lights which you can sort of wibble wobble a little bit, but not too much. And that is it for the taxi. It does pass the roll check. So other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Also, before I go, which way do you put the wheels? It does say to put the wheels like they are on the back one. I prefer the ones on the front. I don't know. It's just my way of thinking. The cars in Europe, where I live, in England, they have the wheels like this, but I was told to put the wheels like that. I don't know why I was told to put them like that when the wheels look like this. I don't know. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed. See you all next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.